Okay, so in this homework, which is Unit 7, Lesson 3, it's quite difficult, but only the last section is quite difficult. So we have a mini primer on variables, on loops, and functions, which we've seen before, right? So that's go to activity 1 and see what we have to do. Okay, read the code, predict the final value of stars, fill in the blanks, run it out by acting it out, and then do the following tasks. So, stars is a variable that's equal to 0. You can see here it says plus 2, and it's going to plus 2 however many times we loop. So if we loop it 3 times, it's going to plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. If we loop it 2 times, well, we're only going to plus 2 twice. And then the sum of these two numbers, which is 4, is going to be equal to stars. So stars now equals 4. So after this is run twice, and we've added plus 2 2 times, stars is equal to 4, so we can now say I collected 4 stars. So I want you to do the same thing, but choose a number for the blank, which is right here. And I want you to also change your code so it adds 3 instead of 2. Like so. Then explain in one sentence what the loop is doing to the variable. Right? So you can use all of the space here to write down your answers, write down some calculations, try and figure out the code. The next part, make a function and use a loop and a variable together. That uses a loop and a variable together. So we create a function that says a word. This is an example, hooray. Let's say we want to say that 5 times. Okay, so this function, look at it. It only says hooray once. However, if we put this function inside of a loop that repeats times, basically 5 times, then we're going to say hooray 5 times. That's it. It's super easy. So pick a number between 2 and 6, change a word to whatever word you want, maybe your name or a team's name, and then add a score that counts how many cheers have happened. You can add a score like this. The important thing is you make the variable at the top of the code, and then after the cheering has happened, you plus 1 to the score like this. This is the code you need. Very similar to this. And then, for example, if we run, let's say, for example, we pick a word, which is Kasim, and we run this 6 times, well, we're going to run this 6 times, so that means that Kasim is going to be printed out 6 times, and score is now going to be equal to 6, 2, right? So actually, the number of the loop is going to be the same value as the score. That should be a quick check you can do to make sure you're on the right path. The next one, much harder. Let's run through this quickly. So here, for example, this one here, we can put in any task. So I can say, do task, clean kitchen. So this is going to say, robot does clean kitchen. That's what it's going to say. Okay, steps to door, times, right? So if I have 15 steps to the door and I'm at 0, this is going to repeat 15 times. And each time it repeats, it's going to say take 1 step, take 1 step, take one step until you reach 15. That's what this does. Quite easy. Now here, breakfast item. So this is going to say, instead of saying robot does, it's going to say eat breakfast item. So we can say eat bread. Do task, brush teeth. Do task, pack bag. Say morning routine complete, right? Quite easy. This is just the computer telling us things. Not difficult. So what I want you to do here is I want you to, something below? No, there isn't. Just double checking. Okay. So I want you to add a new variable like sips. Let's say we're going to have 20 sips. And then make a loop that uses it. So you can take inspiration from this and make something that tells you how many sips to take of your tea or coffee or drink. Then create another function, something like smile or maybe pack bags or do homework, and use a loop inside of the function and see what you can come up with. If you want to, you can add many things inside the function. So you can say, for example, function morning routine. And this is going to be for Sunday. So my morning routine for Sunday is to wake up at 7 a.m. And then it's going to be to go to a student's house, go to student's house. Then it's going to be go home, tidy desk. Then it's going to be drink coffee. But drinking coffee, I will do many times. So in here, I can put sip 20 times, or rather repeat 20 times. Repeat 20 times and say drink coffee, one more sip. So you can see that the repeat 20 times, the loop is, we're using that whenever there's a thing we do that's repetitive, right? So going to a student's house is not repetitive. This is not repetitive. This is not repetitive. And waking up is not repetitive. But drinking coffee, eating, brushing teeth, maybe even packing things inside your bag. Yeah, you can pack 5 different books inside your bag. That could be repetitive. So hopefully this was clear. There isn't really a wrong way to do this. It's more about your creativity. I'm not expecting you to write perfect code. You can use pseudocode. This is all pseudocode, right? This isn't a real computer language. I just want you to show me your logic and show me what you're thinking, and that'll be enough for this activity. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson. And if you have any questions about the homework, please let me know. I'll be happy to hear your questions. This is me. Very good. Goodbye. See you soon.